My name is Janel Young, and this is the Undrafted solo show at ATP Studios. We're going to take a little walk around the gallery and show you what we have. This is the homegrown section. We started off here with these 4 prints that are derived from a public art project that was commissioned by Babesburg in downtown Pittsburgh. There were 4 women artists who were commissioned to illustrate different categories of celebrities who've come out of Pittsburgh. So my category was sports, and that is kind of the theme of the show. It's all about the underdog and what that means for building character and how to still come out on top. Swing Cash is literally one of my favorites. And then we also have Megan, Bianca, and Brienne. All of them in their own right have done amazing things for women's sports and being trendsetters. This is probably my favorite piece, or at least top 2. This piece is called Bella, a celebration of like the evolution of women's sports, especially women's basketball right now. This is a piece I've had in my head for a really long time, so I'm glad that I finally got her on canvas and got to create this. I wanted to feel some sort of motion. I wanted, princess vibes, dunking, some custom sneakers. She got her ball gown, she's got her groups in, all of the things. So I really, really like this piece, and I'm excited to see where it lives after this. This section I call Left on the Board. These are designs that have actually been created but rejected. This first one was a poster I was commissioned by the Pittsburgh Steelers through Commonwealth Press, but this was for a rivalry game against the Ravens. And if you are an NFL fan and you know anything about that rivalry, it is very violent. But I was told that the poster was too violent, so it ended up not getting chosen, and they went with something a little more palatable, I suppose. But fans still love it, and they asked me, can we get posters of this? Can we get prints of it? Can we get t-shirts of it? So I wanted to include it in the show. Then these 2 collages, multimedia pieces, they are designs that were rejected for the Pittsburgh Penguins Women's History Month. I really love both of these designs. I love the colorways of the jerseys. I really wish I could get them created. So if you know anybody, let me know who can make these. But what I wanted to do was kind of collage some other really great athletes in the background. So we've got Coco Gauff, we've got Simone Biles, we've got Asia Wilson, we've got a ton of different athletes, Messi, we've got a bunch of different people. And then some kind of encouraging words as well. And this kind of goes with the undrafted theme, right? Of you didn't get chosen, but you still have to keep working. And the names of these were Boulder Breakaway. That's a hockey pun. We have these pillows all around the gallery. My mom actually made these as a collaboration, and it's part of one of the activations we have, interactive activities where people can tell us what lessons they've learned from sports. So I did an online survey before doing the physical one, and these are some of the answers that we came up with, play a role, win and lose with grace, don't cheat yourself. That's something my coach would always say in high school, my basketball coach. I really like the radical acceptance one as well, because it was just about not being able to control, what the refs do or what the other team's doing, but only being able to control yourself. That's a favorite. This was actually not intended to be a piece in the show, just more of a showcasing thing. But I actually made this ceramic jersey in 7th grade. So I thought it was pretty cool to include that little centerpiece situation. This section is called the locker room, and we wanted to kind of encapsulate this time capsule of my sports journey. Another interactive element, you could add songs to the playlist to hype you up. I'm a big music person, especially when I'm about to go on the court. And then some of my medals that I've won. So we have Defense Award from Wittenberg University Basketball Camp. We have High School Girls Volleyball Championships 2006 and 2007. Some uniforms and things. I actually made this design for this basketball t-shirt in middle school. Here's my Shenley Spartans uniforms, basketball warm-ups, volleyball warm-ups, my Letterman's jacket from high school, my home court advantage hoodie, which we're going to show you the actual court of this in a moment, my branded Letterman's jacket by MDJ Originals, 10/23, that's Janel Young Day, October 23rd, in the city of Pittsburgh. And then there's a few more medals. High School Girls Volleyball Championships 2008, and then High School Girls Basketball Championships 2008. This section right here is Wonk in my shoes, 2 sneaker pieces. I hand painted these Vomeros. They're kind of crazy and I love color like that, so I was excited to do these for a while. I can't decide if I want to wear them or sell them. And then this piece is called Empathy 04. I actually did this as a second piece in a series. The first one was for a friend. I live painted it for her fundraiser. Elise, she owns that piece now. When I asked people if they thought it should be a series, the answer was yes. So I wanted to do another one. And so the 04 is actually more about the silhouette of the shoe, not the fourth painting. So it's a retro Jordan 4. All right. This here is actually my first installation, so I'm very excited about this. It's called Daybreak. I painted these backboards. There's a second piece to this that we'll see in a moment as well. Yeah, I wanted to just kind of give it a hazy kind of feel. There's like a couple different parts to it. One is that it's like your hoop dreams are kind of unreachable sometimes, especially as like someone like me who grew up thinking like I would go to the WNBA, and that was definitely not in the plans. But yeah, I wanted to like include the turf to make it feel like you're really at a park. And you know, I had the women's ball here for people to enjoy kind of the setup and have it also as a backdrop for like photos and things like that. So right now it's been set up for like a podcast type of situation. So it's a nice backdrop too for stuff like that. Then here we have a March Through History. So this poster print is a result of what I did for Pittsburgh Sound and Image. They commissioned me to help fundraise for preserving the short film Didn't We Ramble On, which is about the history of the Black marching bands. Goes all the way back to West Africa. This is also an augmented reality print through Artivive. So for those people who own the print or have the Artivive app, they can actually hover over this and the title of the work comes up in the sky. So I super loved this piece. It was really fun. It was a digital piece. This is a custom painted football to commemorate the 2026 NFL draft, which is here in Pittsburgh. So felt that it was appropriate to go with the marching band. All right, so now we're getting to some photos of murals that I've done. And this is the Home Court Advantage project, which is the first art basketball court in Pittsburgh. I did this in 2019. And this is one of my favorite drone shots by Lindsay Hayes, aka Studio Hayes. The following year, on Janel Young Day, which was the anniversary of the proclamation I received for this court, we did a photo shoot. And so this photo is by Jay White, who's also from Belsuver, where the photo's taken. These are really personal to me, so I love these pieces. And then I also did a custom ball based on the design of the court. And then similarly, we have the Jungle basketball court. This court is actually on the north side of Pittsburgh next to the aviary, and this one was done in 2024. This is the drone shot of the court, and then we have like a detail shot. This is by Hounds, and then this is by Cameron Brown. And then I did another custom ball. The theme of this court was very specific to the history of Pittsburgh jazz music on the north side where this is situated. So that's why you'll see like the keys, the vinyl, and then the abstract word jazz appear. I also wanted these rings to be kind of like a vinyl record as well. And then the name, The Jungle, comes straight from the community. It's been called that for years, nicknamed that for years. The rest of it, I feel like, is a little bit more self-explanatory with like the plants and all that. This piece, I call this section Around the World. It's a curated Lego map. Essentially, it shows the different places I've displayed artwork in the world, where I've played basketball, where I've played volleyball or soccer, places I've worked in sports, and places I've traveled for creative inspiration. This was really fun to curate, and the jets are also custom made Lego pieces. Traveling is a huge part of my inspiration and why I do what I do, and how I'm able to kind of soak things in and turn them into something visual. And just like visiting different art museums, doing artwork in different places. Like last year, I just did my first international mural in Mexico. So I thought this was a really cool way to show what I've been able to do so far and where art has been able to take me. Okay, this room is, it has a little bit more going on with, we have another custom ball. This one is based on the New York Liberty WNBA team when they won their championship. I was actually at the finals game 7, so very inspired by that. Depending on when you come to the gallery, we'll have the short film playing for The Jungle, and that is actually called a Northside Solo. And the spoken word on that is by Diara Imani. She wrote a piece for us and performed it for us. And she will also be part of our next event here, which is Jam for Good, a fundraiser that's going toward my JY Original Scholarship for Creatives. So it's nice to be able to tie everything together with the same community of people. And then there are some kind of detail shots of the 2 basketball courts here. The ones from the Home Court Advantage projects are by Lindsay Hayes, aka Studio Hayes. And then again, we have The Jungle, Front Hounds, and Cameron Brown again. And then our second installation piece is here, and I call this the Night Run. So we had Daybreak on the other side and then Night Run here. If you're a real hooper, you know you try to play until the sun goes down. So it's like kind of that last call. So I wanted to do something special that kind of brought that feeling to life. This actually does glow in the dark. We'll see if anybody catches on to that at some point. The last thing is to actually see the lessons wall is what I've been calling it. So locker room lessons, where people can take a note card and a Sharpie, and they can write down what lesson sports have taught them, and they can hang them here. So we have some really good answers so far. Some fun ones, some super real ones, you know, simple, believe, discipline, structure, preparation, don't stop, get it. These are awesome. I think I'm excited to see how this kind of fills out as people continue to come to the show. So yeah, there's also an online version of this. So if you want to participate in that, the link will be in the chat somewhere. And again, the pillows that we have in this space are based on these lessons too. So that's Undrafted.